Hello! Welcome, dear Katutok in Learning, and welcome to this Quarter 3 Module 2 Analyzing Intention of Words or Expressions Used in Propaganda Techniques. I am Princess Catherine Zambale, your teacher for today. As learners of this module, you are expected to identify the different types of propaganda techniques, recognize the types of propaganda used in advertisements, apply appropriate propaganda strategy to promote a product, and analyze intention of words and expressions used in propaganda techniques. Here is the catch. You will become a smarter consumer if you learn about the different techniques being used to convince you to buy something or someone. Just like this picture. Okay, you can see their happy faces. Let's continue. Before we continue with our lesson, let us have this game entitled Guess That Ad. Watch the video and guess the products they advertise. Are you ready? Okay, let's begin. Bring out your paper and pen and try to answer the following.
Focus. Inhale. Exhale. Feel the heat. Wipe in. Wipe out. Handa ka na maging chili master.
Okay, so what is the ad about? A. Multivitamins. B. Pancit Canton. Or C. Energy drink.
Laki ni Pancit Canton Extra Hot Chili. Mapapalaban ka sa chili sarap at extra hot. Ang hangas. Laki ni Pancit Canton Extra Hot Chili.
Next item.
Kapitan, kay Rami na pong sumapi sa kilusan. Kaunting panahon na lamang. Magtatagumpay na tayo. Ngunit nagugutom na po ang ating samahan. Ipaghanda sila. Pero Kapitan, wala pang ganoon. Meron na ngayon.
How about this? What is this ad?
Max Saver Meals. Masarap at sulit.
Mahusay!
McDonald's. Next item.
Ako si Mr. Bayong. Walang takot sa putik. Astig ako di mahuhuli. Kaya damit laging puti. Putik! Mahirap nang paputiin!
Oh, how about this? What is that ad?
Gulat ka, no? Sa Tide 6, konting kusot lang, todo puti na. Todo puti.
Sa kahit mananggan.
Last item. What is this ad?
Sting! Hayop sa sarap! Hayop!
Okay, so, all right. So I hope you did well on the game because this will help you better understand our topic today. Let's continue. Just like from the previous commercials you've just seen, when we want others to believe in us, we try to say or do something that will convince them. So the word persuade is synonymous to the word convince. It means to persuade someone, means to influence a person to a specific action that we want him or her to get involved with. Let's continue. Some people are using manipulation in order to sway others to take part what they are promoting, supporting, or endorsing. And manipulation may come in different forms. It can be in controlling situations when you don't have any choice but to follow. Or flowery and coded words. These are words these are positive words and some adjective words that they use to make you feel better. Okay, and lastly, overdoing actions, exaggerating things. Let's continue. So basically, propaganda is information that is misleading in nature and used to promote someone's point of view or promote a political cause, just like the election these days. And according to English Times, it is the art of persuasion. Propaganda can be in different forms, such as broadcast, like TV and radio. We also have print, such as newspaper and magazine. And lastly, which is very common to all, new media, such as social media and internet. Now, let us talk about the types of propaganda techniques. Let us begin with bandwagon. Okay, so this is the idea, or the idea of this type of propaganda intentionally makes a person feel to be left out from the group. So it's basically saying that when everyone else is doing it, so you should too. Okay, so you should also be part of the band, just like this example. Pepsi commercial that pushed for the slogan, the choice of new generation. So just like this illustration, so you can see they are blindfolded and they are trying to be in a line or in a band. Okay, another example is this joy product. Okay, so you can see there are lots of people and it's trying to say that we are using the product and so you should use it too. Okay, so that is bandwagon. Now we have plain folks. When we say plain folks, the user of this product is an ordinary or common people, or they say the common tao, or the ordinary people like the farmers, like the construction workers, parents, just like that. So here it relates more on one's experience. For example, a little boy that could be anyone is advertising Oreo, right? Or this one. We have here Leo Zambrano. He is a farmer and he's trying to convince people to buy Nescafe Classic. Okay? So that's what we call when we say plain folks. Next, number 3, we have card stacking. So when we say card stacking, the idea behind this technique is that the advertiser intentionally removes any information that may damage their image and put only the information which will bait a person into the trap. So you have to be critical when there is card stacking in propaganda or in a commercial, rather advertisement. Example is this one. As you can see, we have here Cocoa Crunch, and it says on the label, whole grain guaranteed, and great chocolatey taste with cocoa shape. All right. When I research in www.nhs.uk, I found that if eaten too often, we're pertaining to cereals. This can contribute to weight gain and health problems, including tooth decay and high blood pressure. All right. But whether it's puff, bake, or flake, cereal can still form part of a healthy, balanced diet. But the other negative things are not mentioned about it. Okay. Another example is this chippy. I think this is one of your favorite snacks. It says here that it is mild and tasty. But at the back of it, we still know that snacks are snacks and junk foods, and they're unhealthy. Another one is a brand of snack food is loaded with sugar. When commercial may boast that product is known in fat, which implies that is also low in calories. So these are misleading. You have to be critical readers and critical consumers. Now let us have the 4th one, name calling. This type of propaganda makes use of insulting or belittling labels resulting in formation of a negative opinion or impression about a product, person, and group. So we have here different words mentioned like insulting, belittling or belittling labels resulting to negative opinion. Example, we have in commercial, the viral product will be branded either X or Y despite the advertiser would cover the brand name, just like this one. So we have here Joy or this dishwashing liquid versus this brand X. Now we have another example. If you love torture, murder, and plunder, then go for Marcos. These are name callings, and this could insult or belittle people or even products. Remember those, just like from the word name call. Okay, let's move on to the fifth one. Glittering generalities. This propaganda technique uses positive words to influence a person's buying decision. So a while ago, we talked about negative words. This time, the advertiser is using positive adjectives and positive words to encourage the consumer to buy their products. Just like this, things go better with Coke, or we've got it all for you. Those are all positive. Okay. Or we have BDO, we find ways. Dato puti here, asim or sarap asim. So we have the word sarap. So it's so delicious. And we have McDo, Mac Cafe, creamy, dreamy, icy, chocolatey mochas. So those are glittering generalities. Let's move on to number 6. Testimonials. Advertisers use the endorsement of influencers, popular personalities or authorities, authority figures or expert in the field to convince that product is worth the money. So basically, we have a lot of actors and actresses here. And not only them, but also the doctors, the experts. Okay, example, Catherine Bernardo, and we also have here Sarah promoting a beauty cream or promoting this sunsilk. We also have LeBron James or other basketball players promoting famous um, fast food place McDo, or we have here this Gatorade. When his fans see this, they want to eat it because their favorite NBA basketball player eats it. So just an example, and we also have here another one from the illustration, or Colgate. Colgate Sensitive, your complete sensitive solution. And here below, you can see they are #1 brand recommended by dentists. So that is what we call testimonial. The advertisers or the promoters are basically the well-known personality. This is in contrast to plain folks, right? With plain folks, they only use the common tao or the ordinary people. Okay, let's have the last one, transfer. This is a technique of impressing good or bad qualities of a person, object, object, product to another in order to make the second more acceptable or to shame it. So we have here Manny Pacquiao trained very hard for his fight, but he feels pain every training, so he takes Alaxan FR to relieve the pain. So basically, whoever you are, it's inevitable, or we cannot avoid pain, right? Just like Manny Pacquiao, as mentioned here from this example. Or we have this girl. As you can see, she's having pain on her shoulder, and then bawat aray mo, andyan ng Alaxan FR para sa'yo. So it's trying to say that with your pain, we have Alaxan FR to relieve it. So you say the bad qualities of a person, and with the product, it can be improved. Or another one, if you have a dark complexion and you want to have a fair skin complexion or whiter skin complexion, then you can use the lotion like that. So there is a transfer of uh, probably quality or some positive thing that will happen to you. Okay, let's now continue. We have also famous taglines here. Okay, with your pen and paper, I want you to guess which is or what product or company is advertising with these famous taglines. We find ways. What is that? Okay, let's see. What is your answer? If you say BDO, then you are correct. Let's continue with the next one. We have para kanino ka bumabangon. So have you heard that? Which product is that? Okay. So may I see your answer? If you say Nescafe, then you are correct. If not, let's move on to another product. How about this? Batang May Laban. What is this? Oh, Bonakid. Did you get it? Okay, let's continue. How about this one? The Philippines' favorite pizza chain. What is that? Pizza. 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 Go. Guess it. So the answer is Greenwich. We also have nakasisigurong gamot ay laging bago. You see this somewhere in Muñoz or anywhere. Mercury Drug. We also have here this one, Balanced News, Fearless Views. What is this? It's a type or it's a kind of newspaper. It's a brand of a newspaper. What is that? So Philippine Daily Inquirer. Okay, now we have more. Kapuso ng bawat Filipino. How about this? GMA. That's correct. Now we've got it all for you. What is this? Most of you, I think you've been here. The answer is SM. Okay. Next, we move people better, safer. What is this? Have you been to Manila? Sometimes if you don't have your private vehicle, you ride on this Victory Liner. Then lastly, Hari ng Padala. Is this? LBC. Okay, so those are famous taglines. Okay, this time we will try to analyze some pictures and look for propaganda techniques used and its underlying message that tries to describe. We have to analyze the following commercials or advertisement, okay, using the following questions. Let us have the first item and we will do it together. Okay. I want you to look at this picture. Analyze it carefully. Now, let us have the first question. What is the propaganda technique used in this picture? Okay. Let's just try it. Okay. On your paper, kindly jot down your answer. Okay. Later, we will reveal the answers. How about the second one? Is it effective? Why or why not? So you need to explain it. Do you think this advertisement is effective? If you were the consumer or the buyer, would you buy it? Yes or no, and why? You may take a look at the statement here. Fight stress, take stress tabs, and then stress can make you look and feel older than your age. Take stress tabs today and every day. See and feel the difference. And as you can see with the illustration, are there differences? Okay. Last question. What do you think is the message of the advertisement? What is the intention? What is it trying to say to people or to consumers? Okay. I know you're still thinking about your answer, but let me reveal my answers. And this can be your basis later on as you work individually. So here are my possible answers. And of course, this may vary. This kind of advertisement is transfer. This is using transfer propaganda technique. Okay, because she's feeling stressed, and that's the negative thing about her. Or it can also be in my case, because if I work so hard, I will be stressed. And with the use of stress tab, I can be like that. Okay, and then is it effective? For me, it isn't. Pictures can be edited. The effectiveness of a medicine may vary from one person to another. So there can be different results. They say if you are young on the product, then it will give you positive result. And then here, providing facts about the product can be more acceptable. So perhaps they can add more facts or some scientific statement which will be more acceptable. And then lastly, what do you think is the message of the advertisement? The intention is to convince people to buy and take medicine. Okay. To buy and take the medicine stressed up, especially those who feel stressed. So that's basically the purpose. How about you? Did you also answer the same? If not, it's okay as long as you provide your reason. Let's now continue. This time, you will be answering it in 2 minutes. Let us have your item. Okay, so we have dove. What is the propaganda technique used in this picture? We'll move on to the next slide. Is it effective? Why or why not? And then what do you think is the message of the advertisement? Let us have this picture. Okay, so goodbye judgment, hello underarms. Look at the illustration before we move on to other explanations or statements. Okay, so everyone should have the right to feel confident in their bodies, but beauty standards and ideals can make us feel self-conscious and hold us back from reaching our full potential. In fact, 8 in 10 women feel pressured to adhere to a perceived global standard of beauty and feel judged on many areas of their bodies, underarms included. We commissioned the Underarm Confidence Survey to help us understand the issue of underarm confidence. Our findings showed that 6 in 10 women feel that they have been judged on the appearance of their underarms, and 88% of women have felt pressure on the ideal underarm. Smooth, flawless, blemish-free. Feeling self-conscious about our underarms can affect us on a more physical level, making us change the way we move, stopping us from fully expressing ourselves and holding us back from opportunities. You have 2 minutes to answer this, right? So let's go back with the questions. What is the propaganda technique used in the picture? Is it effective? Why or why not? And what do you think is the message of the advertisement? Are you ready? So timer starts. Okay. Now. have a minute to go. Okay. 30 seconds. Okay, 10 seconds. 8, 7, 3, 2. All right. Since answers may vary, I will not give any possible answer so that you can provide yours. I will wait for your answer in our group chat, or you can send it to me as personal message. Okay, let's continue with another one. Okay. This time we have Jolly Savers. We have Jollibee. Di dapat mahal maging masaya. So that's the statement there. And we have a man eating it. Then, so here's the question. What is the propaganda technique used in this picture? Is it effective? Why or why not? And then what do you think is the message of the advertisement? Or what do you think is the intention of this advertisement as a consumer or as a buyer? You have 2 minutes to answer. Ready? Right. Okay. One minute. Seconds. I know some of you like Jollibee, and in fact, that might be your favorite. Remember our topic last time about biases? Okay, 5 seconds. All right. Okay. So I hope you answered this. I will wait for your responses in my messenger or in our group chat. Let us now continue with the next slide. Okay, so this time, here is your group challenge. In a group of 4 to 5 people, create a commercial promoting local product or traditional item that is unique in your barangay. So it is within your barangay. You have to think about a local product. If it's local product, it can also be in here in Muñoz or in Nueva Ecija, or it can also be in your barangay. Okay. You will use this tool as your guide to better make your product, tagline, and illustration. So you have to check yes or say yes or no if you have achieved.